could feel it in my bones. There was something going on, that shade of doubt hanging around. God knows. 'Cause darling, there was nothing right when all you seem to do is lie. Those days are gone. I'm walking tall while you're alone. When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things you took from me, I know that I am so much better. I'm better off. When I look at what I've done now that we're apart, when I look at what I've won, I've come so far. I know I'm so much better off. And baby, you don't belong. Your love was cold, heart made of stone. I'm just fine, I'm gonna shine. I'm alright. I'm celebrating my liberation. I'm moving strong, I'll get it done. I'm Might be shaken but not stirred. Just a lesson that I've learned. And so it goes, tables turn, and you're on your own. When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things you took from me, I know that I am so much better. I'm better off. When I look at what I've done now that we're apart, when I look at what I've won, I've come so far. I know I'm so much better off. Baby, you don't belong. I know I'm so much better off. Now, baby, you don't belong.
Yeah, girl, that's a good song, but you guys, I was just trying to figure out things. It's been a long time since I've gone live. As you can see, this microwave, this microphone is doing something weird. I'm not used to working with microphones, but here we go. Can you guys hear me? There's picture and there's audio. The audio is good, and you guys can hear me okay. Put a 1 in the chat. I have a lot to say. I want to make sure you hear it all. Sorry, type 1 in. Yes, we can hear you. Okay, great. All right. So here's the deal, you guys. I'm out here. The surroundings may be not what you usually see from me. I'm at my boyfriend's cabin. He's there in the back. Okay. It's in the Sierras, in the mountains, whatever. He's one of those rich guys who bought land and has a place off the grid. It's got internet, water, electric. Do you still have that telephone? You don't have the telephone anymore, but the internet does it. Water, electric, propane, gas, whatever, right? Huh? We have a kitchen, bathroom, and shower. Okay. On 40 acres of wilderness, right? I was trying to work with Rose. Rose is 50% of the talent on the channel King of Queens. I had been observing what was happening, and I wanted to reserve my thoughts before I got into the ring and talked about it, because there's been so much there's been so many videos recently of fake scenarios, of not getting the whole story of things, and then finding out later that there was this whole other layer. So for me, I was like, I'm going to wait this out. All right. I'm going to wait this out to see like what is it, what the there is that's there. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, I'll do a quick summary. Queen of Kings is a YouTube channel which has over 1 million subscribers at this point. It's a Black woman, short little Black woman, cute. She's a beautiful girl. And she's married to a 6'5" white guy. And I stumbled upon them because of her athletic abilities, right? Like, what? She keeps her leg all the way up and it's against, like that was what got my attention. Um, the fact that she did that and they were an interracial couple, it was really cute, right? So I was like, oh, that's cute. Interracial couple doing fun stuff. And we know that genre, right? It's the interracial couples, and they just give a day in the life of their life, right? It helps to normalize um the experience that we have for those of us who are in those types of relationships. But in recently, she's been under a lot of scrutiny, and because people are saying that her whole life is a scam. They're saying that her outburst, if you guys are following the story, so like I don't want to get to like super following the story like way deep, but if you're listening and if you're on this video, you already know kind of what the story is. But the real scandal came when she had been touting this white man who came into her life after she split with the father of her first 2 children, which were boys. After she split with him, and he wasn't doing anything, Brett, who is the other 50% of Queen of Kings, came in and not only wanted to take on the mantle of being the father to these 100% Black boys, but also wanted to marry her, give her a life, and do all of these things, right? And we loved that for her. Did we not? Put a 1 in the chat if we loved that for Rose. We loved that a Black woman who was married and had 2 children with the man, and he left, and this man comes in to pick up the responsibilities because he loves her so much. Like, we live for that, do we not? Like, that is so beautiful and so wonderful, right? I'm not going to use this video to like go into why that is so meaningful for Black women. I will just say that it is, and if you're a Black woman, you know why, right? So when the scandal broke out, and why people are talking about her and why I am talking about her now, is because she disrespected her husband on a live stream. She gives reasons for this. I will talk about them in a minute, but she disrespects him. She says that the man that she has been sort of, you said it's low audio? Hey, listen, you guys, is it low audio? Which one, baby? Is it this? The circle? How about now? Is it low? Like all the way. Okay. No, audio is low. Okay, what about this way? Audio is fine for Jamila. Miss Miracle says no. Audio is fine. How about now? Is the audio fine? Chris, it's fine. Okay. All right, it's fine. Y'all need to like not distract me. All right, so we all kind of were rooting for her because we know what it's like for a black woman to have to raise children alone. We know what it's like when the men abandon. And then Brett comes in and he's so handsome. He's 6'5", he's doing all these things. And we're with her in all of this, right? Because we're black women and we know that in general, uh, we are not the demographic that men cater to. So when you have a woman who is phenotypically similar to Rose and having a man to come in and love her and cherish her and marry her and have children within wedlock, we are all standing that, right? That's why her channel grew. All right. Rose, I'm going to tell you something. Your channel grew for that reason. All right. Let's just put that there. You're a beautiful girl, but if it weren't for Brett, you and your two full black kids and your two biracial kids would not be a thing except for to be mocked if it weren't for Brett coming in and being the cornerstone for all of it. What I saw, which I will talk about, what I saw is that you were trying to say that the channel and the notoriety and the millions of followers that the 1 million followers you got, you you believe that you got that on your own. I am telling you, for somebody who's been in the business for over way longer than you. I've been here since 2010. Ask my fans, they all know. The reason why you're popping is because black women understand the toil. They understand how hard that is. And they also understand how, what is the word that I want to use? Unlikely it is for black women who look like us to have what you have. That's why they tune in. And what you did was, in a moment of weakness, which up until this moment, I didn't judge. In a moment of weakness, you put your husband on blast. You said you met him when he was uh, living in a basement on a mattress. You said that he was an uninvolved father for a daughter that he had. You said that the car that you said he bought for you, you were the one making payments on. You also said the house that you guys owned before you moved to Hawaii, uh, that it was you. You said it was all you. You said it was all from the fruits of your own labor. But the fact of the matter is, there is no Queen of Kings without your king. And your king is Brett. And you not only disrespected 50% of what makes you a cash cow on a business side, you also disrespected your husband in the deepest way. And he may not say anything right now. You say he doesn't care right now, but I'm telling you, as an older woman who is 51 years old, I just had a birthday, July 17th. I am 51 years old. I am telling you, this does not go without some sort of ramification. I'm sorry. You're delusional. It doesn't. And you're also really arrogant because, and I'm going to tell you why you're arrogant. Let me put my glasses on because, I'm old, right? And the reason why I guess she didn't think I was important enough to actually make good on the interview that we were supposed to have today, which I will tell you in a minute. Maybe she didn't think I was that important. You silly girl. You silly girl. This is the problem that I have. I know my man's gonna be like, don't say it. I'm saying it. This is the problem that I have with young people. You guys think some of you, I won't say all, some of you, and I apologize to the 3 of you who aren't this way. Okay? But some of y'all are really arrogant and think you know everything. But everything you touch turns to dust because you fuck it up. Because you say things, you're disrespectful, you blow things up. But you know it better, right? You're so much better. You know it better than the older people, right? Honey, let me tell you something. Okay, let me just go back a little bit. We got 381 people watching. Can we get the likes up? Let's get the likes up. I'm a dormant channel, and the fact that I have almost 400 people watching right now is really nice. But like the video, I have a lot to say. And you guys see, this is my guy right here in the back. It's the first time you're actually seeing him. Tell everybody. Pink Pill got a new man after a divorce. What's he look like though? They said, "Oh, what did the Black Manosphere say?" They said she got lucky with the dumb simp. She ain't gonna get another one. What? Okay, but here I am. He's right there. He's gonna come in and say something in a minute. So here's the problem that I have with Rose that I didn't have before today. The problem I have with Rose is her utter disrespect. And I'm going to tell you why. And if you like, I will share with you. If you guys want to see our text exchanges, I don't really like to do that. But I will if you want me to do this. But let me just say this. When I saw everything that was going on, especially her interview that she did with Tasha K, I was sympathetic. And I'm going to tell you why I was sympathetic. I was sympathetic because a lot of times as a content creator in this space, interracial pairings and all this other stuff, you might go in and just be like, oh, I just want to talk about my relationship and this and that and like have fun and show like how great everything is, right? But then something happens. That literally was how I started. I started back in 2010 with just wanting to be like, I married, someone who wasn't Black. And you can do it too. Like if you're, I didn't feel like I had a lot of options. I made this choice. And maybe if you make this choice, it can work for you. That was kind of where I started with everything. Like that was how I how I started with. It was not a mission to try to bash Black men, or try to make things more difficult for #Black love. That was never my intention to do that. My goal was for the women who were suffering. And the women who are suffering because you see them in your comments, right? You see them in your comments and they're saying, I'm so happy for you. I love what I'm seeing here. I could not, I wanted this, I wanted that. The men in our community did not offer that. Whatever it was that you as a content creator, and shout out to 434 people in the building right now. You you will be like, oh, I just got married. He's a great guy. You're not looking at all of the extra stuff, right? And then these people write you, they send you the DMs, they send you emails, whatever of their experiences, and it kind of radicalizes you. And these were two things I wanted to talk about Rose. What I wanted to talk to Rose about today. But she blew me off. I'm going to tell you why it was a bad move, Rose. Because you looked at me and you were like, oh, I have 1 million subscribers. She only has whatever, how many amount I have. Tasha K. You went on Tasha K. She dragged you for filth. And after the way you treated me, I'm kind of not mad at her for doing that. You might be what she's saying you are. The reason why I wanted to reach out to Rose, let me tell you why I'm doing this. Encapsulate it. The reason why is 2 weeks ago, after her interview with Tasha K, maybe even before then, she was doing a explanation video of why she said what she said. So after she disrespected Brett, she said that it was all manufactured. She said it was just a joke. It was just a hoax to troll the trolls. She said that the trolls were after her man. They wanted her man. They were trying to find all of these, like causing issues. They were making money and feeding off of her content so that they can make money too. And what you said was that I'm going to pilfer some of that money back by saying, I'm leaving Brett. I'm going to leave. We're going to take a break. Because you knew that was going to proliferate. And then you wanted to be like, psych, right? I get it. Whatever. I get it. What you're saying is that you did not factor in your true subscribers being disturbed by this. You thought on the internet, on Beyonce's internet in 2024, that somehow your loyal subscribers would not see what you were doing. Girl, shut up. Everybody sees everything, for one. All right. So there's that. Then you want to say, well, I just wanted to troll the trolls. They were, so that. I factored in everything. I factored in all the things that people were saying. Postpartum, you got a baby, you're moving to a new place. It's very stressful. You mentioned having anxiety disorder. This is why you made such a mistake, Rose, for doing what you did to me. And I'm not trying to make myself self-important here. But I'm probably the friendliest person on the internet for you. I understood, and I'm going to tell you in a second. I'm the friendliest person who could help you get out of the mess you're in. And that's what I wanted to do for you. But you blew me off. So guess what? Now I believe, because a person who blows someone else off, your character says something that says something about you, that says something about you that you could 22 minutes before we were set to convene, that you would say, oh, I'm just so busy. Do you guys want to see our exchange? And how nice I was. And I was committed to honoring what it is that I want to talk about. I can show you everything because I had a theory, and clearly I was wrong. You guys don't want to know what the theory was? The theory was this. It goes back to when I came onto the scene, YouTube, and all of the other socials, Facebook, my blog, Beyond Black and White, all of them. I just kind of wanted to say, hey, this was my alternative to, like, black women have a harder time. Here's my alternative. Like, it worked for me, and maybe it can work for you. I'm no different from you as a black woman. Phenotypically, I'm pretty average. Got kinky hair, 4A hair, darker skinned. Like, if I could bag it, so can you. That was my thing. Like, you don't have to be a hostage to being single. But that is not to say that you can't find a wonderful black man. That's not what I'm saying. It's always to incorporate other men. And the reason why is because when I came out in 2010, there was a big wringing of the hands of black women being single. They were talking about us, the Generation X cohort, the generation that felt it the most. We were at 40% single at the time, and they were wringing their hands about it. And shortly after my book came out, it was not a response. It was just correlating to what actually was happening. And I said, well, at the time, it seemed like a novel idea. Some of you guys were little at the time, back in 2010. So you grew up probably thinking that interracial relationships weren't that big of a deal. Well, you're looking at the person that helped you believe or helped you usher in a world to where it's not that big of a deal for you. But at the time when I came into the scene and others came into the scene, it was a big deal. Okay. So I wrote a book that was published with Simon and Schuster. Simon and Schuster owns Viacom, Paramount. This is legit. I have done a reality show. I've been on CNN and HLN. I am legit in this space. And I wanted to help you, Rose. I wanted to help you get your messaging right. I was not trying to throw you under the bus like Tasha K did. But what did you do to me? Because I don't know. This is the problem that I have. Babe, we talk about this all the time. This is the problem that I have with younger generations. Maybe y'all can set me straight. The disrespect. It's like they don't have any respect for people who know stuff. They don't research. If she would have done a quick research of the pink pill and swirling, she would have known immediately that I would have been on her side. But she blew me off. But she had all the time for Tasha K, who tore her a new asshole. So I'm telling you, that's not good. I don't know. I don't see that as a good decision making. You went on Tasha K. Yeah, she has 1 million followers, but she made you look like a stupid ass. I wanted to try to clean things up for you because I thought there were things that you said within that Tasha K interview that I thought I could help to redeem you. But the fact that you would do what you did in the way that you did it, I'm leaning towards the things that people are saying about you might actually be legit, because you don't do that to the girl who swirls. You don't do that to the pink pill. You don't do that to a person who literally created this space, who helped create this space. I'm not trying to brag. You can look on Wikipedia. I'm not trying to do that. It is the truth. Anybody who has followed me of any given time knows that I am the head of this shit. Okay? Like Tariq Nasheed gave me the name Bedouin. She brought that out. to call me that. He called that to me because I'm the head bitch in charge of this. And it's not because I want to be in charge, but I wanted to help her. People looked at me and I wanted to help her. But she didn't think I was that important. She thought Tasha K, who ripped her a whole new asshole, was more important. But okay, girl, we could go with that. We will go with that because what you did was so low class and disrespectful, and it lends to what people are saying about you. So I'm gonna put that out there. There's a couple things I want to say, but I want to see what you guys are saying about that. Are you angry that she went on Tasha K but rejected her? No. The reason why I'm not even mad that she went on Tasha K. I like Tasha K. Tasha K and I know each other. If you ask Tasha K, do you know the pink pill? She will say yes. We know each other. She knows what this is. That's not the issue. The issue is that she was willing to go on that channel, on Tasha's channel, because of the numbers, but not because of the quality. She went on Tasha K because of the quantity, because a lot of you young folks think that it's about how much the numbers are and not the quality of the content. Tasha K will never be on your side, Rose, or any swirler. She's not. But you went on her channel and thought she was more important because she has 1 million subscribers, because she has the quantity. But you didn't think enough of me, even though I have the quality. Anybody can tell you that. I've been here. I've done this. This is who I am. So that's it. That's that on that.
You're mad because she blew you up. She scheduled.
Yeah.
She didn't follow.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna put the mic over here so you can hear what happened.
Hi, everybody. So, hello, everybody. It's very nice to meet y'all. Yeah, I just with Chris last. Hello. We were supposed to go on live, not live, but have an interview with this young lady a hour and a half ago, and 15 minutes before 22 yeah 22 minutes before she said I'm busy, starting to get back to you, but didn't
her your number.
Yeah, because she said she called, couldn't get through. Great, we gave another number which would work, didn't call, and it's just unprofessional. It's impolite, and I think that's the main reason Miss Queen Pink Pill is upset. But it brings out the other side of this issue, which Crystalline has a lot to say about.
Yeah. And so it was like you'd seen it all the way. I was like, oh, I can't wait to have her on because I want to talk to her about something really important, an aspect of this that she might not have thought of, that influence the way in which she presents information, and she might not even know it.
No, she'll never hear it.
She'll never hear it because I'm not going to give her my time. All right, she's not worth it, my time. She literally blew off the swirly godmother. Thank you, guys. So anyway, here's the deal. So what I wanted to talk to her about were two things. I wanted to talk to her about how you can get radicalized in this space as a person who's in an interracial relationship and you're happy and the man treats you well, and you know that the majority of Black women are not treated this way. If you're empathetic, you want other Black women to experience this. When they contact you, when you're just living your life, but Black women contact you and say, I wish I could do what you did, or I was taught, or my mother said, or my dad said, or I thought we couldn't, or whatever. And they see you and they're inspired by you, right? To try something different, right? And you you want to propagate that message because they write you. You feel something. You feel some kind of way. You feel angry. It may not be that you were dogged by that particular black man. It may not be that you were run through by that black man, but because you have empathy, when you become a thing on social media, when you become a thing, like maybe your book blows up, or maybe your channel blows up, or whatever blows up, you become a thing, and then people write you. And if you are a human being and you hear those stories or read those stories, it makes you kind of angry. And you might poke the bear on behalf of the person, on behalf of the people that you feel empathy for. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like I had just come to the fore just to talk about interracial dating and interracial relationships. It wasn't until I got online that I realized the full impact of Black women's plight, and it made me mad. Not because it was done to me. Yeah, there was some stuff done to me, not repeatedly. It was like one good time, and I was like, "Oh, I need to learn the lesson multiple. I'm good." It happened to me once, but these women felt trapped in that this was the only thing that they can do. Whereas where I was like, yeah, I had this one bad experience. I'm going to look over there and I'm going to see what else is out there. They didn't feel that they had the ability to do that. And you get sort of militant in it, right? You get mad for these people. And so you may say things, you may poke the bear. And so with Rose, when Tasha attacked her in that moment, I'm going to play the clip for you in a second, but like, it's like your indignation is not necessarily always for yourself. It's for all the people who experience that pain, and you want to share with them a different kind of way. And a lot of times it's done in a way, it's not, it can be offensive to people. I get it. I've done it too. You know, some of it was innocent and some of it was legit jab. I don't apologize. Yeah, some of it was legit jab because some of y'all do need some legit jabs. Okay? But for the most part, it may not be that you experienced it. It's that other people have, and then you feel compelled to kind of take up the torch for them, right? It's kind of like how it is. So, I don't know what's going on in the chat. um, I want to do two things right now. I want to, and this is mainly for Rose. This can be for Rose because she had no idea what she did. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. I'm not trying to be like that, but yeah, I'm gonna be like that. I'm gonna share my screen with you. If you guys don't know, so you guys, there's like 400 and something people right now. Rose, I'm about to play this clip. This is for you. Okay? And for anybody else who does not know who I am, it's totally okay if you don't. But if you're a content creator with over 1 million subscribers, if somebody asks you for an interview, pro tip, find out who's asking you. Find out who they are. Okay? So, let me just do real quick. Oh my God. Why is this? Google Chrome would like to record this computer. Okay. What do I need to do?
Close things.
Google Chrome, let them. Google Chrome may not be able to record the contents of your screen. I'll say later. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to work something out here. Okay, window. Which one is it, babe?
The other one is that one.
Yeah, it is that one. You're right.
And then if you go to it,
Chrome has lost permission to capture the screen.
we don't need to capture.
Yeah, we do because it was
Oh, to share
the
screen?
CNN. Yeah, I
It's
wanted to
been
share the
recorded.
screen.
I see.
Yeah. Hold on, you guys. Just give me a sec. Changes may not be seen. All right, guys. I'm not gonna do. I wanted to show you guys some clips on things,
Let's put
but
the pink bill later.
yeah, I'll post it. I may put it somewhere else, probably in the underground. But I say all that to say is this, that when I saw the thing that happened with Rose and the fallout of her, and I wanted to say this, that was totally her doing. She manufactured that drama and she got what she got. This is what you do. Like this, it's the risk you take when you're on social media. People will troll you. Like people have trolled me since I've been here. They want to misconstrue the things that I say. They say that I'm for something that I'm not. It's kind of the way that the business goes. But you got to know how to navigate it. And with Rose, at one point, honestly, I thought to myself, maybe, just maybe, her righteous indignation of what other Black women are going through is leading her to behave in the way that she is, where she's poking the bear in that way, where she's kind of, I mean, I haven't seen her say anything like super egregious, but she has been like, get you one of these white men, get you one of these white men, which is what Tasha K took issue with, right? She has done that. And I thought perhaps she was doing it because of that, also because of, also in the Tasha K interview, she said that other Black women had come to her channel and shared their experiences. And I'm thinking, cool, common ground here. Then maybe we can talk about like being angry on someone else's behalf and like wanting to them to have a different way of life. That's a whole different thing. She didn't want to do that. So again, I'm not mad that Tasha K got the interview and I didn't. I know Tasha K. We've talked on the phone personally, you guys. She knows me. If you go in the chat and say, do you know the pink bow? Tasha K will say yes. I know her. Okay, we talk. We're good. It's no shade against Tasha K. The shade is that somebody who's smaller because it's niche. I really honestly just wanted to help her understand what her messaging could be based on all the mistakes I made, because I too was motivated by wanting Black women to have different choices. And I said some things that maybe I shouldn't say in the right way or whatever. I made some mistakes, whatever. Those are well documented. And I also did some good things, obviously, but there were some pitfalls that I could have avoided. And all I wanted to do was give Rose the opportunity to do that. However, she agreed to do the interview, said she was going to do it 22 minutes before we were supposed to go live. She gives me some bullshit excuse. And so she leaves me with coming to the conclusion that you are selfish, you are narcissistic, you are jealous that Brett gets more attention than you. because of who he is, even though you think that you are the reason the channel blow up. It's not true, because if you didn't have that 6'5" white man helping you, your channel would not be where it was. You know it, and I know that, sis. Before Brett met you, you were trying to figure out how to do life at EBT cards. I also know what that's like too. So I'm not trying to down you. But let's be really real here. You're trying to make it seem like you did all this. You didn't. That white man is what pushed you on. And you literally jeopardized your bag to disrespect the man that allows for you to live the life that you are living. Because from what I understand, I don't see no college degrees. I don't see no work history. I don't see no career aspirations. I don't even see no hobbies, girl. All I see is YouTube. That's all you got. And the fact that you would disrespect your husband when he is your cash cow is crazy to me. And this is the girl who swirls saying that. But I want to ask, it could be me. Maybe I'm wrong. But let's ask a man. Babe?
Yes.
I'm gonna put the mic on you. We'll put it together.
Mm-hmm.
Babe,
Yeah.
you don't follow the whole story, right?
No, a little new to the internet.
This is your first time on internet. Babe, do you know that there are almost 500 people watching you right now?
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thanks for coming.
Isn't it cute? All right. I think we should do a contest.
Always games.
Whoever guesses his real age will get a free item from Watered Body Care. If you guys can guess his age.
Great product, by the way.
Yeah.
So we'll let that go on.
Yeah, we'll let that go. Okay, yeah, my question for you is this. If you and I were doing like an interracial channel, which we might do, right? Because we're an interracial couple.
What about relationship? The racial part of it is a part of it.
Yeah, it's part of it, just because
relationship's the heart of it.
Yeah, exactly. But if I were to, let's say we build our brand, we build our YouTube channel, we get 1 million subscribers. We're doing good. We're getting 10, 15 grand a month. And I get annoyed because people are appreciating you and not me.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to go live though and say that all the things that I said you did for me, I actually did for myself just to put on a front. You really didn't do that. And it wasn't true. Whatever. She says later, it wasn't true.
Right.
She was just feeling in her feelings, whatever. As a man, you disrespected. They said, I bought the house, you didn't. I bought that Range Rover, you didn't. I met you and pulled you up off of a basement mattress on the floor. To her 1 million subscribers, what would you say if your woman did that to you? How would you feel? What self-respecting man? Be honest.
Yeah, oh, for sure. I mean, I can understand somebody feeling insecure about not being the queen bee if that's her hold on reality, which passes in young bodies around, I don't know, is it 35? Never passes.
When a girl says he's so cute.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. But yeah, we don't wash our laundry in public. That's an incredible betrayal of the relationship, of the partnership that we have. And I can go on and on.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's as if you did that, like if you like diminished me in front of all Pink Pill,
right?
Like you,
it's insanity.
It's insanity. It's like you're like you're working against both of our bag.
Absolutely. And that happens a lot when we get angry, when we get upset, when we do this and that. When something doesn't go our way, we have feelings and we want to hit back. We want to, it's infantile. It's a, childlike reactions, common. But what you do with it is the adult decision. And she's certainly old enough to be an adult.
She's 29.
Certainly old enough.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you, it's like adultery or like lying about this or that important area of your relationship. For many people, it's finance. For other people, it's where'd you go? Just being open. But to go and literally online in front of anybody, the world, the planet, and attack
especially when he's done so much for you. Like, you had 2 boys, he took them on, married you, had 2 more.
Good on you.
Like, you guys were living in Arizona. Mm-hmm. On a whim, you decided you wanted to move to Hawaii, and he said, okay, baby, I will do that for you.
Wow.
And then it was when they went to Hawaii, when he gave up everything, that she had this big blowout thing. Mm-hmm. How would you feel if you gave up your whole life for this woman and then to only have her disrespect you when you have done everything?
Listen, relationships are complicated. That is an incredible breach of fidelity or of partnership or of getting along. People have fights, right? We have fights, because there's things to fight about. Like, and then the idea is to fight fair, because we're not about winning. If you're right, great, let's do that. If I'm right, great, let's do this. Most often it's some combination of the 2 views and desires that accommodates most of everything. But when it doesn't go your way, what do?
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't go my way. And I just have to go, well, that didn't go my way.
Yeah, but you're not going to get on live and put me on blast to your, like, however followers you would have. No, and say, let's not pretend I got you on the, I don't know, where would be like
on live first appearance here. Right, hope to see you again.
Yeah, like, let's not pretend I didn't pick you up from the tenderloin or something.
Yeah. Yeah, major error. And let's
not pretend.
I'm with you. Major error.
You didn't have a cardboard box saying, please feed me and my kids.
You know what? That image drove me in work, and in life, God forbid. Yeah, but you look at that kind of a behavior, and then today, we waited extra hours. We were leaving this morning. This would have been an 8 o'clock departure. Yes. It's a 2 p.m. In Hawaii. Hours. We stopped. We made great use of the time.
Yeah, we did.
Great use of the time. Planting and transplanting. We're going to take some plants down from the mountains to the beach. But
yeah, because you guys know.
That being said, somebody kicks you in the nuts, and you go, "Hey."
Yeah, we like literally reconfigured our whole day.
Schedule and like minutes before you go.
No. I'm so busy. Oh. Meanwhile, I was like, here is my number. If anything comes up, do you want to have a pre-interview? Would you like to speak? Like, literally doing all of that, and you can see that. And she just ignored that. Mm-hmm. And then 22 minutes before we're supposed to meet, she's like, and listen, this is not how I wanted this to go. That's not how I wanted it to go.
In your mind, though, you did say afterwards that there was a suspicion based on all the other evidence.
I did, because I was looking at
evidence and behaviors. I did. That I think
I didn't want to believe it.
No, and you don't want to believe the worst until people do the worst.
Yeah.
Thought that they could do in an instance.
That's what happened. So I didn't do it. I reserved judgment until today. Yeah. You know that. Oh, sure. I did. I wanted to help her. Remember, I was like, maybe I can help her, because I think that, you get so zealous, like you get militant, and then you have this righteous, like when Black women like tell you about how hard it is relationship wise, and you have a good relationship, you want to be like, girl, there's another way. You know what I mean?
It's empathy. I know
It's
you, Chris.
super.
High level of love and empathy for the community mostly and people in general. And this is an instance of like, wait, there are other options, and some of these earlier social norms are no longer norms.
Yeah. And so I don't know. Like I said,
Yeah.
it is what it is. Missed opportunity. Rose, I just want to say this, woman to woman. I was trying to bail you out of this situation. I've been in this situation before. And but see, I think you and my intentions are different. Like my intentions are actually real. Like I really wanted Black women to have something different, do something different, not to abandon Black men completely, but include them in the matrix of everything. Um, I've been around for a long time, and I truly just wanted to assist you in trying to help you understand what it is that you're going through in your mind, like why you're doing this, because you're what I thought was you were very empathetic and that you were activated because of what other Black women were saying about their experiences and what you wanted to do to encourage. I understand that, which is why I wrote a book about it. You have a channel about it. I didn't want to I didn't want to feed off of you. I didn't want to gain clout off of you. I was very reserved. And I believe me, I have watched this entire fallout very quietly. The only people that know what my opinion is are the people who are in the pink pill underground. I kept my opinion very, very reserved up until now. I wanted to hear what you had to say, but you treated me like a piece of shit. So, if you want to treat a published author in your genre like a piece of shit, that's fine. But I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell other people, that's what I experienced. That's what you did. And here we are. So I hope Tasha K or like whatever, maybe I'll talk to Tasha K and reach out to her and be like, yeah, Tasha, she talked to you, she want to talk to me. But, Tasha will tell you, I would have been a much friendlier audience.
And another point we brought up earlier, Chris, was on consequences. And sometimes we don't realize that we do X, Y, and Z, or X and Y, and it leads to Z. And like, oh, some of that could be foreseen, and some basic human, decency, behavior, and all that. Cancel if you don't want to be. If it's not worth your time, but you don't stand up a date. You don't stand up.
Yeah. Appointment. You don't stand up dates. You don't stand up interviews. Like, okay, should we make this a lesson? Can we make this a learning moment? Because we can. Sure. It's 4:12. We need to get back. We got to get back down the hill. Yeah. So what's the learning lesson here?
For me, it's...
Okay, wait. First, before he tells you, don't say anything. Don't say anything until you. So, you're hearing coaching from a man who went to. He's not going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. He went to Harvard Business School. He went to Fordham undergrad for philosophy and has a master's from Harvard and sold a tech company for millions of dollars. So maybe you want to listen to what he has to say about making appointments with people and then like not honoring them. I'll let him tell you.
Thanks, Chris. I would not have said that. But I will say this, that listen, there's a book, Everything I Needed to Learn, I Learned in Kindergarten. It's not true, but it's a great title. And it's partially true that we learn human dignity, decency, getting along with others, putting your stuff away, picking up after yourself, taking a nap. One of my favorite parts of kindergarten.
His dimple's so cute. Like, I cannot stand it. It's the thing that got me. Like, it's so crazy. Okay, keep talking. Sorry. Your dimples are like crazy. Anyway, go ahead.
So good. I could go on and on about the things that I love about this woman, but we're in a different place. So what I would say is that listen, if you're going to be a professional in a professional business and someone that gets to the $1 million mark, $1 million followers mark, you have a platform and a responsibility. And Crystalline used the word before about how this person harmed the swirling community.
I feel like she did.
I mean, it's bad representative. Yeah, and just on a human level, my lesson is always for the individuals. Like, what can I learn from that? How could I help someone else if they're stuck? And it's like, oh, you move it here. And they go, oh, good. And they go on with whatever they're doing. And when you think that you're the queen of the king, instead of a partner with the king, then you got a little bit of a problem. Because relationships, it's not mine, it's not original, 60-40. 60-40. You both give 60 and you only kind of expect, you're happy with 40. Yeah. But we're both giving 60, so we're both very, very delighted, which is, in that metaphor, it's 100%. We're getting more than we hoped or imagined. And when you diss somebody, you do it publicly.
Your own partner that you marry and have 2 kids by.
And then you don't show up, and then just.
Or say, what if I said, oh, he don't care, he's fine with it.
Delusional, and he may not really know, and he may be doing the best he can too, because he's committed.
It could be possible he doesn't know.
No, right now, where he's at, how much it
in the future.
Yeah. That's a major breach, and it's a little questionable if he actually doesn't care. Like, I don't care what other people think. Maybe that's a strength, maybe it's a weakness. So I don't know how that's for a lesson.
Yeah. We do have some criticism in the chat.
Good. Let's hear that criticism. And there's an age game going on.
Yeah.
We'll tally afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any questions? Where do you want to talk about?
But it's funny. You guys mostly all positive, but there are some negatives, and that's actually human. Did you know that we're kind of hardwired to look at the negative comments? So if you guys are like judging yourselves because you look at the negative stuff over the positive, we're hardwired for it. It's like the good comments aren't anything that we need to worry about. It's the bad comments that literally could mean something related to our survival. So like every person is more sensitive to negative things that are said about them. I realize that. So just for you guys to know that it's like there's like 1 or 2 negative things in here.
Yeah.
And we're paying attention to it because that's just how our brains are primed.
Can I make a quick point on that?
Uh-huh.
So what Crystalline says is absolutely true. It's an evolutionary defense system. We can, like, is it a lion? Is it a tiger? Is it somebody in the bushes? Is it dangerous? Uh-huh. So when we see something negative, head decapitated, plane go, we're drawn to it. And the only lessonary caution is that, we're trained to it, but it's the lower, like there's no tiger here.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of life and goodness in life, and if we spend it, really focused on the negative, that's negative for our own bodies, our own minds and souls.
Yeah. So the comment here, I don't understand why CK feels that her and her partner. Sorry, guys. I think I muted. I won't say the person because I'm not trying to single them out. But they said, I don't understand why CK feels that her and her partner's credentials means anything. Everyone has their own way of living life. Can that just be okay? Okay, those are 2 things that are totally not related.
Well, I would say I agree with the criticism, with the comment that, like, your credentials, everybody gets to do what they want. Somebody taught us to read. Somebody taught us to hit a baseball or to bake a pie or do a chat or to use Camtasia. People teach us, and this is good. And, the fact that in Crystal, I don't know that it was necessary, but just there's a lot of life experience and there's a lot of commonality, despite the fact that we believe that our generation, the newest generation, is facing new challenges never faced before. Humans are largely the same. And every newspaper's had front page is going to be unique every day, but there's the same things going on and on and on. And so if I want to know what, how do I deal with something that I can foresee, prescience, see coming down the road, that was it. It was not about, it wasn't an ego thing. It's just,
Yeah, I mean, it's not
supposed to be helpful.
like here's the thing, like it's not like we're saying, oh, and I wanted to say real quick, to the person who said, Akita 758, I'm a feminine gay male who's been thoroughly digesting your prior lives over the past few weeks to try to grasp how toxic the Black community from my own lens as a feminine looking male and why. So, my reach out to me on Instagram. It's at Crystalline. And if you want to talk about it, we can. But like the only thing that I was saying about this is not to be like, oh, I'm so much more evolved than you, and like, why didn't you kiss the ring? Like, that's not it.
Zero.
That's not it.
Zero.
I was not like that.
Yeah.
It was not about.
It was instead.
Instead, it was like, oh my God, I have been accused of the same things you are. I've been accused of worshiping white men. I've been accused of demonizing Black men, saying that Black men are not viable partners for Black women. I have been accused of like wanting to genocide the entire Black race. Like all of these things I've been accused of, when literally all it was when I first got into this game, I got so many messages from other Black women who had it so much worse than me.
Yeah. There's one gal that says that we're dragging this woman because people cancel all the time. So
I've been canceled,
of course, people
so many
cancel,
times. Whatever, I'm still here.
You go for a job, whatever. You don't show up for a date, people cancel. But if you do it 15 minutes and your date's waiting for you at the restaurant,
that's effed up. And the fact that you think that's okay,
that's not a cancellation.
Is what's wrong with you.
Blow off. That's a ghosting. That's a fuck you.
And that just shows that you have no etiquette. You have no understanding of how to treat people. Like, you just don't get it. You think you can do whatever you want and nothing matters. And that's going to keep you out of a job. That's going to keep you out of having money. Yeah. But whatever. We don't know what we're talking about because we're old, right?
I'd like to have you transition back to Crystalline, away from, it's an insignificant, man, they come and go. But to transition back to the community and to dealing with the online world, it's really quite rather remarkable what it takes, like a gladiator. And also really trying to do good, trying to put out content.
This is a gladiator fight. Like, listen, I'm going to say this and I'm going to be done. This was not meant, this live stream is not meant, Rose, I know you're listening. You're not listening, you might be listening right now, but eventually your friends will tell you, or your moderators or whoever else will tell you. This was not me coming for you. This was me in a position that I'm in, trying to help you get out of a tough spot in the same way somebody did for me when I was in one. You guys love Kendall St. Charles, right? Brooklyn Blue. It was her who came to me. I'm going to say this and I'm going to be done because there's nothing else that needs to be said after this. There was a situation where Kendall St. Charles, you guys all know her, saw I was in a crisis, and she called me privately and she said, look, this is not the way. Let me help you get through this. Let me help, what is the word? Navigate, sort of create the mitigating circumstances, contextualize this for people. You're too close to this. You're too emotional. Let me help you. And I said, please, yes. And she did. And as a result, Kendall St. Charles blew up because of what she did for me. There was nothing I wasn't going to do for her. Whatever I need to do, I was going to do for her because what she did for me when I needed it. And she knew exactly what I needed. And I wanted to pay that forward to you, Rose, because I know what it is that's happening here. So this ain't clout. This ain't jealousy. This is none of that. This is someone in this space who saw you and wanted to throw you a lifeline that you couldn't be bothered with. And it is what it is. But I will say this. Go to simonandschuster.com and look for Swirling the Book. You'll find me there. Go on Wikipedia. You'll find me there too. You know where else you'll find me? The top Black women. What was it? The top Black women influencers for the 21st century. You'll also find me there. You'll also find me cited on all sorts of journal articles. I'm not trying to blow myself up. I've done the work and I've made the mistakes. I've fallen on my face and I've done so many embarrassing things. And Rose, all I wanted to do was keep you from making those same mistakes. But when you disrespect me, when it was totally unnecessary, this is what you get. And even this ain't that bad. I hope, don't you? She might learn something from it. It's not really that bad. I could have gotten, you guys know me. I'm the pink pill. I'm always going to be pink pill. But what you did wasn't right. And it is what it is.
Don't poke the pink.
Don't poke the pink. All right. And actually, you guys, this is the first time you guys get to see my guys.
Hi, guys. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, you want to tell them how old you are?
63.
Oh, you guys is so hot.
And they will all live that long and many, many more years after that. I know.
You're good.
I know. We're no longer 6. We're no longer 7, 8.
No, now we're 6 plus 3. Yes. You look good though, baby. All right, guys. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. See you next time. Bye. Pinkies up. And you got to admit, I didn't go for her. I didn't insult her. She's a beautiful woman. You are a beautiful woman. You have a beautiful family. What you're doing is some ignorant shit, but you're still beautiful. And I will say this. If you want to come later, I'd be willing. You just don't think I'm important enough. Until you realize what you need to realize, whatever. It is what it is. I'm rooting for you. I hope you figure it out. If you're not what I'm thinking you are right now. Because what I'm thinking you are right now is exactly what other people are thinking you are right now. I don't want to think that about you, which is why I gave you an opportunity and you blew me off. It is what it is. And with that, you guys, I want to make one more announcement. Coming back to YouTube, make sure you subscribe. In about a week or so, I'm doing a deep dive into the fact that, you guys, this is breaking, well, it shouldn't be breaking news, but I don't know if you guys realize this, but 67.5 Black women % are single. 67.5%. I'm doing a deep dive on that. And what I've learned is going to shock you totally to your core. And I'm not going to give you a solution because I don't know what it is, but at least we can look at it and see what we're dealing with. You want to say anything else, babe?
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
All right. Time to go. Time to get on the road.
It is time to go.
All right.
Sorry,
We're leaving 12
I
out.
waited
Yeah,
for you.
6 hours. Yeah.
Waiting.
All right. It's all good. Good
All
things
right.
come out of bad.
Bye.